Heartbreak sucks. And everybody is always telling you what you need to be doing. You need to focus on yourself after a breakup. But no one tells you how to do that. And they certainly don't tell you what that actually means. So let me tell you, here's what I know, what I actually know. As someone whose first marriage ended in divorce, and as a therapist who sees a lot of women going through divorce or going through breakups, it's not as easy as people make it out to be. Because the truth is, you don't just lose that person when y'all get divorced or when y'all break up. You lose a part of yourself, the part of you that existed in that relationship. You lose the dreams, the fantasies, everything you thought that you were going to have in that relationship now just no longer exists. And whether you chose to end the relationship or the relationship was ended against your will, there's still grief. There's still a version of you that died in that relationship. And you're mourning her, not just them. And because of that, you're not just heartbroken. You're actually having an identity crisis, one that nobody prepared you for and one that nobody is talking about. And that's why you feel crazy, because nobody is talking about it. Everybody just keeps telling you the same old, same old. If you want to get over one, you got to get under another. I don't advise that. I do not advise that. I do not advise that. I do not advise that. And I don't know who started giving that advice, but jail. You deserve jail. And here's what makes all that advice even harder to take. The people who are telling you these things, oh baby, they mean well. They're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to help you. They just don't know what they're talking about. Then after they give you all this awful advice, they have the nerve to say,
oh, you're gonna be okay. You're so strong. Oh, you're so resilient. It's all gonna work out.
I remember when people was telling me BS like that, and I'm not gonna lie, I would just roll my eyes. Because how you gonna tell me I'm gonna be okay when my entire life is on fire, but I'm supposed to be strong? Girl, I don't have no strength. And if I'm being honest, I don't even want any strength right now. And I'm certainly not about to pretend. And that's where a lot of you are. You're in a place where you don't feel strong, and you certainly don't even feel like you have enough energy to pretend like you're strong. And that's okay. That's exactly where you're supposed to be. And not being strong in this moment, it doesn't make you weak. It makes you present. It makes you honest with how you're really feeling and what it is that you're actually going through. And that presence, that's where the work actually starts. The work of healing, being present, and being honest with yourself. Because let's be honest, there's a phase of this where you are lying to yourself, wishing, hoping, and praying that things were going to change that never changed. That things would get better, but they never got better. And being honest with yourself right now, that's the work of healing. Now let's talk about rebuilding. And I'm not going to tell you what rebuilding is. At this point, let's talk about what rebuilding ain't. Rebuilding is not a glow up era. Now let's not get crazy. Anybody who's anybody knows I love a good lash. I love a good wig.
And I love a good outfit.
But let's be real. Getting your hair done and posting on Instagram talking about she's back. Yeah. That's not healing. That's performing. And performing healed is not the same as being healed. And acting like you're further along than you actually are is really only going to stunt the process. And I'm going to be honest, real healing and real rebuilding is quiet. It's uncomfortable, and it starts with the question that most women are too scared to really ask themselves. What parts of me did I give up to be in that relationship? Now, the answer to that question requires a level of accountability that most people have been hiding from their entire lives. And while I'm not blaming you for the ending of that relationship, now it might be your fault, I don't know. But I'm not blaming you for it. But we still have to be accountable for certain aspects as they pertain to us. So I want you to ask yourself, what part of you did you give up to be in that relationship? Because that's the part of you that's ready to make her grand re-entrance. What you had said on Instagram? Boy, you know this ass, what that? Bow, bow, bow. Okay, we got a little carried away. We're coming back. Now let's go back to the identity shift that we were talking about earlier. Because here's what I know from my own experience, and here's what I know clinically. While you're going through all of this healing and confusion, there are 3 phases that are going to happen. And I'm telling you this so you know what to look for and so you know where you are now. And phase 1 is what I call disorientation. In this phase, everything feels off. You're super emotional. You're extremely exhausted, and you just keep replaying things in your head over and over. Now, that doesn't make you crazy. Your brain is really just trying to make sense of what's going on because it feels lost. So let it. Let it feel lost. Let it replay. Stop trying to control it by constantly checking yourself or pretending to be okay. You're not okay. Your brain is not okay. And that's okay. Phase 2 is identity questioning. Now, this is when the harder questions start surfacing. The ones that go, what did I ignore? What did I tolerate? What do I actually want? Not what's convenient. What do I actually want? Now, this phase, the identity questioning, this is uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sell you a dream or a wooden nickel. This is uncomfortable. This is where accountability lives, and this is also where growth lives. There is no growth without accountability. There is no growth without honesty. And sis, you're going to have to be honest with yourself. Because like I said, I'm not blaming you, but we ignored some things. We tolerated some things, and we let go of some things. But you live, you learn, and you do better. I lived, I learned, and now I do better. And so will you, if I have anything to say about it. Now, phase 3 is intentional rebuilding. Intentional, on purpose. We gave it some thought, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to be intentional about it. We are intentionally rebuilding. Now, in this phase, this is when you stop reacting. You stop cussing folks out. You stop sending pages and paragraphs of text messages. We stop in it. I know it feels good, but it's not good. So we're going to stop reacting. And now we're going to start choosing you, but in little choices. We don't want to go too far. We don't want to do nothing too big because the truth is right now we can't handle big. So we make small choices, small but consistent choices. And we're not looking for dramatic transformation. Not here, not in this phase, not yet. Right here in intentional rebuilding, we're just making small choices. You're showing up for yourself on purpose, intentionally. Now, most women want to skip phase 1 and 2 and they just want to get straight into rebuilding. But that ain't gonna work. Now you can do it, but it ain't gonna work. There are no shortcuts in healing, especially after a breakup or divorce. You're gonna have to go through the phases, mama, because the work is moving through the phases, not around them. So speaking of moving through, let me tell you how to actually do that. It's one thing to give you the phases, but now I have to actually tell you how to do it. Because you already know, we do not do theory without practice. If I'm going to tell you what it is, I'm going to tell you how to do it. And here's my first tip. Audit your calendar. Open up that iPhone or Android. Anyway, open up your phone and open up that calendar. Take a look at your schedule just for this week and be honest. How much of the things on your calendar are for other people? And how much of it is genuinely for you? Not productive you, not helpful you, not performing you, you. And if you can't find you, the authentic you on that calendar, put her there. Make some time, make some room for you. That's your first assignment. Make time for you. Put it in and show up for it. Show up for you. Tip 2, stop asking, what should I do? And start asking, what do I want? What do you want? Who do you want to be? You get to decide that now without having to consider somebody else and who they want you to be or what they want for you. What you want from you? What do you want for you? That's the question. And we know I love questions, but from questions come answers, and answers help you heal. Now let's get into it. Women in long-term relationships get really, really good at managing what everybody else needs, what everybody else wants. So much so that we lose the muscle to really identify and find or even know what we want, what you want. So practice it in small doses. Ask yourself what you want for dinner, not what's easy, not what's convenient, not what's in the fridge. What do you actually want for dinner? Now I'm gonna tell you, me, I want some crawfish rotel dip. Now I don't feel like making it. It's not convenient and it's not easy, but it's what I want. What do you want? Ask yourself, what do you want to do this weekend? Not what them children have scheduled, not what practices y'all have to go to, what games you have to go to, not what the AKAs and the Deltas want you to do. What do you want to do this weekend? Now, speaking for myself and all the girls who know, all the girls in the organizations that pull you here to here to here, taking up all your time and your money, reclaim some of that, okay? We're putting ourselves back on the calendar. What do you want to do this weekend? Now, me, I want to go see Devil Wears Prada. 2, what do you want to do? Matter of fact, what did you used to like to do that you don't really do no more? Go do that, because that me muscle, that choosing me muscle, that knowing and understanding me muscle, you muscle, it needs a little exercise. And choosing you is exactly what's going to help. Tip number 3, get rid of all that couple stuff, okay? Well, maybe not all of it, not all at once. We don't want to be dramatic. But if you're anything like me, baby, I threw everything with that N word away at one time. It was definitely giving Bernadette. Now, I didn't light nothing on fire. But let's just say this, it definitely got disposed of, okay? And so that is my advice to you. Not burning it, because I know how you get. He ain't said nothing like that, okay? Don't burn it. Just get rid of it. And if you're not ready to get rid of all of it, get rid of things little by little. That picture on the nightstand, you don't need that right there. You do not need to be falling asleep looking at that BS. Throw that away. That playlist in your phone, that lovey-dovey, we gonna always be together. You'll always be a part of me. They not always gonna be a part of you. Delete that. There's plenty of other music you can listen to. I mean, how things are going right now in the world, everybody could be listening to a little bit of Meg Thee Stallion, okay? Shout out to my girl. We love you. We're going through it together. As a matter of fact, summer's on its way. Yeah, we're outside. Well, I'm remarried now. But I can go outside if you invite me. Invite me and we're gonna go outside. Now I gotta come back inside by a decent hour. But we can go outside for sure. Okay? But first you gotta think about what it is you wanna do. I ain't forgot. Back to getting rid of things, okay? Back to getting rid of the couple artifacts. Throw that picture on the nightstand away. Delete that little funky playlist and stop going to all the places y'all used to go to together. Your brain needs to make new memories. Your brain needs to make new associations. So stop going to all the places y'all used to go to together, reminiscing. I know we like to think about the good times, but be clear. We didn't get here from good times. We got here from toxic times, from abusive times, from sad times, from arguing all night long times, from not expressing our feelings and being depressed times. Go somewhere else. Do something new. Make new memories for your mind. And last tip, I want you to create a list. This is me list. So open your notes app on your phone. I don't know what y'all Android people got on their little phone, but whatever the equivalent to notes is on the Android, open that, okay? What's this? Every time you notice something that you like, something that feels genuine to you, I want you to add it to your list. If it's a song that comes on the radio, a new TV show, food, I like food, you like food, we like food, add it to your list. Shoot, add things that make you laugh, real laugh, from the gut, from your heart, from your core laugh. Things that make you smile from the inside. Put that on your list. This list is not meant to reinvent you. You already exist. This list is meant to help you remember you. The parts of you that you forgot. Shoot, the new parts of you that you didn't even know existed. This list is evidence. It's evidence of you. Now, here's what I want you to hear before you go. Sis, you're not starting over. This is not starting over. Because starting over implies that you lost everything. And you didn't lose everything. I'm looking at you. You're still here. You didn't lose you. And as long as you have you, you didn't lose everything. You still have what matters the most. You. So we're not starting over. We're not going to claim that. We're starting from existence, from experience. Baby, we are starting from clarity. Shoot, we're starting from the version of you who now knows what she will and won't do, what she will and won't tolerate. The version of you who now knows what she wants and who she wants to be. And sis, that's not starting over. That's starting better. That's what you're doing. That's what we're doing. We're starting better. Better than ever. Is that corny? I don't care. We're starting better. Better than ever. Yeah, I like that. If you're in the thick of it right now, the thick of heartbreak, confusion, disorientation, I want you to know something. You are not lost. You are in the perfect place. Even though it hurts, this is an opportunity for you. An opportunity to rebuild yourself into a better version of yourself. Now, that doesn't mean that you won't cry or that it won't be hard. What it means is when this thing is over, you're going to be better. You're going to be you, a better you. Now, if you like this video, I ask that you like the video. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, because I would absolutely love for you to be a part of our little community here. Because we're going to be having conversations like this, honest, genuine, and authentic conversations. Real conversations that real women need to have with each other so that we can grow with each other together. If you're not the one going through a heartbreak, feel free to send this to a girl who is. Because I don't care what the internet says. We girls over here. If you know she needs it, send it to her. And send it with some love so that she doesn't feel judged, right? And as always, I love you. And I hope you have an amazingly blessed day. Mwah.